Luke, you tell us when to go, and we're ready to deliver for you.
Oh, man, we are on Lucky 13, though.
And this is where Garrett's going to take us away because we're back, Luke, for the Thanksgiving special of A Legal Formation. It's the cousins, Garrett Riley, Rob Sparks, bringing you our picks. Trial lawyers just having fun, breaking up the day. Speaking of which, depositions all day, trials coming up, but we're taking a break to dial into one of our favorite holidays. It's Thanksgiving, G-Money. Here we go. Garrett used the 3 F's, Luker: family, football, and food. I know we look forward to it every year. G, before we get going for week 13, bring everybody up to date of how we did last week. I'm a little disappointed. Take us away. Give us the recap.
All right. Last week, you were 1-2, and I was 2-1. The difference was the Bucks game. They did not keep it close enough for you to cash in, so that went into my column. So I gained 1 game on you. So you are 17-20, and I'm 15-22, trying to close that gap.
Look, which means we got to have a big week, and this is just the week to do it. How many games are we picking, G, on the Thanksgiving special of week 13?
Yeah, we shortened it a little bit, so we got 3 Thanksgiving games. We could not neglect to pick the Dolphins and the Bucks, so that brings us to 5. We're leaving out the Sunday night and the Monday night this week because it's just too much. We got enough already on our plates.
And pulling our bets from where?
The Hard Rock Sportsbook
and
and
Luke
Casino.
kind of leaked out that there may be an inside trade here where they're actually sending him the gift cards for Council Oak, and the Luker's keeping that some type of deal, but we're going to follow up with that later.
I think they call that an interception in football. He's intercepting the gift cards.
See what Garrett just did there? See what the G-Money just did? But the big one, Luke, for week 13 is the Thanksgiving Day. We got the 3 games. We got the 1 o'clock, the 4:30, the 8:20. They're going to be on at the Sparks house. We're going to be rolling 30-plus deep. We're going to have the G-Money picking them out. I wish you were there, Luker, because we might go live with a little up-to-date of what's happening, but don't worry about that. We might Gemini our own shit. Who knows what's about to happen here, bud. All right, G, start us off. Week 13, the 1 o'clock game. It looks like Packers at Lions. It looks like Lions -2.5. Am I reading that right?
Yes.
Oh.
The Lions are favored by 2.5, so that's kind of a key number to get underneath that 3.
Under the 3 was big.
So they're trying to get people to go for Detroit.
What say you, cousin?
Yeah, I don't know. You know, Detroit's left a little to be desired lately. Goff, I've seen him pressured more than normal.
Tough to get a read.
But this is a huge game, division game. The Lions are actually in 3rd place. They got to try to get to over the Packers and over the Bears. Then they haven't been the same since I lost that great tight end Laporta either. Their offense hasn't been quite the same. And they're playing kind of down to their competition, I guess. On the other side, you got Green Bay. Strength is their defense.
Right.
But they struggle a little bit against the run. And so I think that's where we could see the difference in the game. We saw Jamar Gibbs last week against Giants went for like 2 or 3 touchdowns. Yep. 2 of them were like over 40 yards, 1 in overtime to like win the game.
Both of them tough games last week.
So, yeah, I think they could probably try to control the game with their run game. And, Dan Campbell with the huge game on Thanksgiving, I think he's going to have his guys ready to play. And for me, there's always a little bit of nostalgia with Detroit. We see him every Thursday
Since
for
1934
Thanksgiving.
Stat, Luke. Lions have been in it. Let's
go. So I loved watching Barry Sanders as a kid every Thanksgiving. I don't think that the Lions are going to mess around. I don't think they're going to mess this up. So I'm going with Detroit.
Detroit.
-2.5.
Here's the question for you.
Also, I want to throw in one more thing I saw in my notes. Green Bay beat Detroit already this year.
Yeah.
And there's that old adage where it's very difficult to beat the same team twice in one season. So there's a little bit of an edge there for Detroit as well.
And let's just use the same baseball analogy, Luker, for MLB and high school baseball. Tough to beat a team twice, almost impossible to beat them 3 times in the same year. A lot of times you run into that district games. You might have beat them twice during the regular season, get nipped in the district, or you split the series 1-1. I got one question for the G-Money. Who do you like, Love or Goff in that game? Does Love, can he drive them down on a 4th quarter win, or would you see Jared Goff take it to the promised land? That's the question I got for you.
Well, I've got to go with Goff. That's my pick. So
boom, I'm taking him with him, Luker, and that's the only reason. 2.5. I like G's analysis. It's not 3 points. I'm with Garrett. I'm going Detroit at home. I think it's a huge game at 1. It's that first turkey game. I think it's going to be, everybody's going to be amped. I don't see a letdown. So the cousins are both picking Lions. Let's go.
All right, double serving of mashed potatoes for the Lions.
Boom.
When that wraps up, we will move to 4:30. The appetizers will start coming out. Everybody will start getting ready for their big meals.
Flowing.
So it's the Chiefs at the Cowboys, and the Chiefs are actually favored by 3 points on the road at Dallas after Dallas had their huge comeback last week against Philly.
And Chiefs.
Kansas City had their huge comeback against the Colts. I think what we learned from Kansas City, at least we knew this already, but it's just we saw it in action, is that they're never out of it. Even when Kareem Hunt fumbled with like 3 minutes left and they're still down by 3, you still don't think it's over for the Chiefs. And so
Mahomes is Mahomes.
Yeah, so I do trust the Chiefs. I think maybe they're starting to come into it. This is the final stretch of the season. They got to get into the playoffs at this point because the record's not that great. Dallas had the good comeback, but I still don't trust Dallas's defense, and I don't trust them to be able to beat 2 good teams back-to-back in a row. They just beat the Eagles. Now they got the Chiefs coming to town. So, I'm going with the tried and true with Mahomes and Kelsey and Andy Reid, and I trust them more than I trust the Dallas defense. So I'm taking the Chiefs.
Luker, that's a
-3.
4:30. The question is, at 4:30, is the turkey going in the fryer at that point? We know we're only going to have one in the oven. She's baking. That's probably a little early. I think it's a little too early as well to call the Chiefs are back. What I saw last week was the Cowboys defense showed some neck. I think those free agencies finally bowed that neck, stood up, played hard against a division opponent. Cowboys are playing for their playoff lives. Even though this is the Chiefs coming to town, I think the difference maker is Cowboys are at home. I'm taking the boys with Dak, with a renewed defense in the better wide receiving group. Because the spread is only 3, I like the Cowboys to get it done. I think it's going to be a close game. I think it's going to be must-watch TV. I don't think it's going to be a shootout. I think it's going to be a lower-scoring game that we're anticipating. But I think when you just look at the wide receiving core, I'm with you. If the Cowboys defense shows up, they got a shot. If they go back from 2 or 3 weeks ago, Mahomes may put it to them. But the Cousins are going to split this one, Luker. Put me down for the Cowboys.
Competing interests.
Oh, this one I hate, Cousin. I hate this next one.
All right, then the main course, even though these teams don't have the best records, we have for 8:20 on Thursday, Thanksgiving night,
God.
Bengals at the Ravens. Right now, the Ravens are favored by 7. That's got to be the Joe Flacco line starting for the Bengals. If Joe Burrow is starting, probably be a little tighter.
What's your read? Man. Is Burrow coming out? Is he gonna start?
No, I think they're gonna give him another
Hold him one more week
just based on.
This is where it's tough to pick him, Luker. It's the Tuesday. We don't have it. Some of the blogs I've read said they may let him come flying out to say, hey, we still got a shot even with our record, and play him straight through. What's his face coming back from suspension for the spitting incident? Chase is going to be there.
Yeah.
Are they loaded for Bear? Is 7 too much for the Ravens to cover?
Chase is back, but then they lose their other great wide receiver, T. Higgins, is in concussion protocol, and I don't know if he's going to make it back for a short week on a Thursday. So anyway, Cincinnati's sort of a mess this week, and I think they have historically bad defense. And Baltimore, 5-game win streak, but they haven't been exactly world beaters, and no one's looking at them with the 5-game win streak and saying, like, wow, they're untouchable. They've been kind of not looking like Baltimore in the past. And I don't know if Lamar's a little injured. He had an ankle and a knee earlier in the year.
On a streak.
But they're similar to Detroit right now, where they've got to get themselves in position with the division to get past the Steelers in the AFC North and try to get their playoff positioning. So I think this is finally the week where Baltimore puts it all together and we say, okay, this is the Ravens team that we're used to seeing the past several years. They are going to be able to dispatch these weaker teams much easier. And so I'm looking for a bigger win this week for Baltimore, so I think they can get past the 7 and cover. If Joe Burrow plays, all bets out the window with the 7 line, but I still am leaning Ravens in this matchup.
Looker, I gotta back the kid from Miami. I gotta back the G unit even at the -7. I hate it if it was like 5 or 6 all day long. I don't even sweat it. I think Burrow, if he plays, that turf toe's still tough to come over. We know Flacco's beat up. We know I saw Higgins listed as questionable. I don't know if he's going to get out of concussion protocol quick enough. I don't think it's enough time for Burrow to gel. I wouldn't be surprised if he does practice and he does go, just to give him a shot to try to make a run for it. But ultimately, I think Lamar's a little bit more healthy. I think the 7 number is huge, but because they're playing at home, I'm going Baltimore. I'm taking them with the G money. Put me down, Luker. That's Rob and Garrett both taking Ravens at home for that 8:20 kickoff.
Yeah, and that will complete the Thanksgiving.
And by then, Luca, we're gonna have the pies. We're gonna have the Aunt Sherry chocolate pies. We're gonna have the pumpkins. We're gonna have Dana's famous pumpkin roll. And where's Luca gonna be? We needed him to clean up that mess.
He's
Luca.
going to be in Detroit, making sure the Lions win that game.
Hey, I can't. That's right. Hey, wear your illegal formation shirt, Luke. Okay. If you're at the game, throw us a little plug, Bubba. And that's why he's the best in the business. No comment. He shakes his head. Production to the stars.
Got headphones on.
Yeah.
Can't hear.
Now going, G. Walk me through it. Dolphins.
Yeah, we'll move to Sunday. Sunday at 1 o'clock, we got the Saints at the Dolphins. The Dolphins are favored right now by 5.5.
That's more than a field goal, cousin.
Yeah. Where are you leaning towards?
I'm backing the hometown kids out of the MIA. I think the Dolphins have not given up. You said it 2 weeks ago. They didn't give up on their coach. I thought there was a little bit of maybe a fracture. They got hot. Tua settled down, and they're playing the Saints. Saints got to travel on the Sunday. Miami's still going to be 90 degrees outside. Saints defense is real bad. Dolphins are still putting together a pretty good offense, even without the cheetah. The run game is better, I think, unexpected than most, that they actually are running the ball. I think they're able to scheme it up. I like the 5.5 as opposed to 7 or 6. I'm taking the Fins at home on the 1 o'clock in the heat in that Miami-Dade, Luker.
Yeah, it's kind of my thinking as well. New Orleans is just not good this year. Miami has enough offense to cover the 5.5 to get to a 6 or 7 point win, and you got to think they're going to be able to get it done and push this win streak to maybe 3 games. I think major league reference. If you win one, you win another one, that's 2 in a row. You win another one,
We call that a streak.
that's called a win streak, guys. Maybe the Dolphins can have
And
to get
the
on a win
crazy
streak
part
here.
is Dolphins not out of it. Not out of a wild card hunt. They're still not out of it. Still hanging around.
And that's actually the tragic part of the whole season. They're going to end up the same way they have for the past 3 years: 8-7, 7-8, 9-6, barely making the playoffs. Get your butt kicked in the first round. I'd rather just not even go to the playoffs because that's looking like a
Looker,
punishment.
As long as they cover for illegal formation, let's just stay focused.
yeah,
we
one
get a
step
time
at a
for
time.
us.
All right.
Bucks, Luke, this is the one that breaks our heart. Last week I took Bucks with the spread, which was 6.5. My theory was if we could slow the ball down, run it, keep the ball out of Stafford's hand, I thought we would have taken a little lesson from the Bills game. I said it last week, Luke, if we get into an air attack, we're going to get our brains beat in. In the first quarter, it's 20-0. What did we get into? An air attack. With who? Stafford. What's he going to do? Win the MVP. Just picked us apart, and we're banged up with Baker. It couldn't have gone worse, G, going on the road. So the question to you, cousin, is based on the horrific loss with the Bucks now coming back home to face Arizona at Tampa, 1 p.m., Murray's still out, Harrison's still out, their best wide receiver, not expected to play either of them. The Bucks favored by 2.5, if there was ever a game where nobody should be favored, and no true report yet on whether Baker plays or not. Who do you like and why? Let's go, Luker.
Yeah, Baker is the X factor, obviously, but I do think that home sweet home. I think the Bucks are back. They can get back on track with the win, whether it's Baker
Big
or
stretch.
even Bridgewater. I think he is a great substitute for 1 or 2 games. Teddy Bridgewater understands the game, understands his
Miami
job.
guy, by the way.
Yeah, big time. And Arizona, I just can't say they've been that impressive. I mean, I like Jacoby Brissett, but he's another one where you don't want to pin your whole season on him. He's great backup for 2-3 games, but starts to get a little bit out there for too long.
Best receiver not playing.
Yeah,
Deep threat not there.
Yeah, and they just haven't been that impressive. So I think Tampa can take this opportunity to get back on track,
Got to.
get the wins, and try to stay on top of that division. So
Got a big stretch coming, Luke. Most importantly, for our division, Arizona doesn't matter, right? Even though we play in the South, some say the weakest conference, but they're right. But like you said, we got the Saints coming up. We got 2 against North Carolina, and we got Georgia at home, i.e. Hot Atlanta. We got to win them to win our conference, to get in there, maybe upset somebody in the playoffs, get everybody healthy.
Yeah.
So the question, G, is would you even play Baker if he was banged up, had that ligament strain, to say, should we just save him for the division? Don't even put him out there. Let him get totally healthy. Or do you let the Warrior go out and do it? Because you know, once you let him out of the cage, he's the kind of guy that can't hold back. He's going to rush the ball. If he's got to make that first down, he's going to go for it. That's what I'm a little concerned with.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to be the guy to tell Baker Mayfield that you're not playing, even
Right.
if he is ready to go. So I think they got to roll him out there. He's the leader of the team. You
All goes with him.
don't get cute with this and that and division. Just if he's ready to go, put him out there and let him win.
Two
the game.
keys to victory, Luker, for me. Ibuka, how do you say his last name?
Ibuka. I don't
Ibuka.
know. Yeah.
He's got to have a big game. Our offensive coordinator's got to start scheming for this guy. We're not getting enough separation. This guy's a big-time talent, should win Rookie of the Year. Our offensive coordinator needs to scheme and get this guy open. Start running the ball. Let's start blocking for Baker. We got to give him at least 4 seconds to throw. And for the love of God, on our special teams kickoff, can we please not stop? Can we stop spotting people at the 50-yard line? I don't care, Luker, if we kick it through the uprights and give him the ball on whatever, the 35. Who cares? It's atrocious. But I agree with G. 2.5, Bucks coming home. They've got to bounce back. I think Bose, I think the team understands what they've got to do. They got to start getting hot. This is where all the experts said the fourth quarter of the season, Luker, this is where we got to start going. We got to start getting it. If you get hot at the right time, anything can happen on an upset. But boy, do we need some guys to get healthy. I have hated the schemes lately, and I've hated our special teams play. Can we fix it? Luke?
Find out on Sunday.
Done. That was for you, Luke. That was for you to bring the Thunder home. I don't know. Let's just say. Yeah, great. Jesus. Luke, I'm having trouble figuring out how we're going to close the show now with that just unbelievable. But thanks to Luke for bringing us the illegal formation on the Thanksgiving holiday. Luker, G, which game worries you the most when I look at this? We're going to give a little tease to the fans.
Yeah, I mean, nothing would surprise me in the NFL, but the game the most probably would be Cardinals-Bucks or maybe Chiefs-Cowboys.
Tough ones to pick.
Yeah, I mean, the Packers-Lions is tough too.
Luke, these have been tough all year long. At the bottom line, we got to do better than 17-20 and 15-22. So maybe this is the week, Luke, that we come back. That's a legal formation. That's the Thanksgiving holiday treat for you, Luker. Everybody give Luke a little special thank you and be safe traveling, Luker, up there to where are you going again, Luker?
Detroit.
Oh, I like that. Detroit. You got tickets on the 50 legal formation?
They played on the TV.
Take us away, G. We're doomed.
All right,
Good news is we can edit all of this out, and we'll be back no matter what after the Thanksgiving break. All right, G Unit, let's go do better this week. Take us away, Luker.